Tyler, and I'm here to let you know that Kong Skull Island is no perfect movie. So in Kong Skull Island, a government agent played by John Goodman hires a tracker named Conrad played by Tom Hiddleston, a helicopter squadron led by Samuel L. Jackson, and a photojournalist named Mason played by Brie Larson, so that they can map out an uncharted island known as Skull Island. But once they're attacked by King Kong once they arrive, whose motion capture is provided by Terry Notary, they decide to travel to the north side of the island where a rescue ship will come for them in 3 days. And they receive the help of a stranded soldier played by John C. Reilly in facing off against the island's much more deadlier creatures. As I watched this movie, it reminded me of 2 other films in a really good way: Apocalypse Now and Princess Mononoke. The setting of a remote island during the Vietnam War, the stylized POV shots of soldiers firing their guns or bombs being dropped from the sky, to an incredibly catchy score composed of songs from CCR, Black Sabbath, even Jefferson Airplane, make you feel as if you're genuinely witnessing events that actually took place in the early 1970s. And on the other side of the spectrum, the creature designs ranging from giant lizards with only 2 legs to a 10-foot-tall, deer-looking creature, the use of steampunk technologies such as a makeshift raft that's built out of parts from a plane. There's even a character who carries around a katana as a memento and is actually seen using that sword slicing through other monsters, and it's elements like those that feel straight out of a Miyazaki movie. And just like Princess Mononoke, what makes the conflict between the humans and Kong and the other animals engaging is that both sides of the conflict have equally good and bad intentions. It isn't just nature is 100% good and man is 100% evil. Kong is considered a protector of the other animals on the island, and he is. But when he attacks the humans in the first action scene, he's just merciless in the way that he kills all these people. And the main human who wants to kill Kong, I won't give away who, is similar to Lady Eboshi in the sense that he's not going after Kong just because he's a giant monster and that's it, but because this monster killed their fellow soldiers who were dear to them, and they just want to honor their deaths. So you can really understand where this guy is coming from, but at the same time, you don't want him to kill Kong. Even though a lot of characters do feel two-dimensional at best, their small individual moments leave just enough of an impact to make us feel sympathetic to them. Brie Larson's character joins this mission mostly to get her name into the public and discover something hidden within the government. And when she finds these creatures and worlds that no one knew ever existed, she feels more obligated to photograph their story because she feels the world should be informed. Jason Mitchell and Shea Wiggum are hilarious comic relief just by engaging in small talk about their lives outside of the army and what they're going to do once they get out. But the character who really surprised me the most, by far, was John C. Reilly. Based on the trailers, I was kind of skeptical about him and thought that he was just going to be some awkward comic relief. And even though a couple of his jokes don't land, his backstory as to how he got stranded on the island made him the most interesting character out of all of them. His knowledge about the island and what these creatures can do and how they pose a threat was a lot of fun to watch. And when he talks with the others about what he missed in life and what he has experienced before getting stranded, like whether or not the Cubs or the Tigers were a better baseball team, he still feels like a real person, and you genuinely want to see him escape the island and return to society. That being said, there are a lot of characters that feel thinly written, and what's shocking and disappointing about this is a lot of these roles are played by the film's most well-known actors. John Goodman starts off great with just how enthusiastic he is about exploring the island and what kind of monsters they're going to find. And he has a good backstory that justifies why this exploration means so much to him, but he's not given enough screen time to make his performance or his amount of depth feel really impactful. And Tom Hiddleston, despite giving a good performance, was so disappointing in how little he had to do in this movie. He felt very much similar to Aaron Taylor Johnson in the recent Godzilla. Good performance, but a really boring character. His backstory felt completely rushed. There weren't really enough details to establish what kind of personality he had, and they tried to build a relationship between him and Brie Larson that, while it was cute to look at, there really wasn't any substance to see a true connection between the two of them. Kong Skull Island stands on its own and never lives in the shadows of its predecessors. thanks to fun monster battles, solid acting, stylistic visuals that homage both Western and Eastern cinema equally, and a few memorable characters that overcome the more stale-written ones. And for that reason, I'm going to give Kong Skull Island a 4 out of 5. Guys, thanks as always for watching. Be sure to like, subscribe, check out my other reviews at NoPerfectMovie.com. And once again, thank you all very much for watching. Take care.